Check 1, 2.
For me, it's a bunch of people.
Or also maybe animals.
Like they grown up together.
A group of wolves.
A group in general, right? Like, or
that tries to belong to each other, that tries to stay together, that has conflicts.
It's very difficult to find a name for a piece before you have done it. It's impossible in my opinion. That's why we simply went for the word pack, which means a Rudel in German. I hear so often certain stereotypes about breaking, about urban dance, like, oh, you're always so rough. That's true as well, but from the very, very beginning, I knew I want to have a bunch of guys dealing with this whole topic of group in a completely different way.
The typical day of rehearsal, you come here, you drink coffee, includes a lot of fun, a lot of laughing.
If you want to belong to us, you have to be a real b-boy.
for my body, it's really hard, the typical structure.
And then Chiara does a leaded warm-up for us to help us to focus, to warm up the body, to warm up the muscles, and to have the right mindset to start working.
Actually, already the fact of having a team of only guys for me was like, at the beginning I was very like, okay, how to approach this? I'm the only woman in a team of like 6 male dancers. How are they gonna trust me and how is this gonna work?
As it's called Pack, we are a group of people who are coming together on this stage. I feel like it was very important to give something from us, your creativity, your ideas, your dance.
I think it's in general very important for us to collaborate with the dancers.
That is not only about what we want, but it's also about taking any creative input that we have from the other side, because they're not executors, but they are performers. That's why it's not only the piece about the group, but also about this specific group that got built during our process.
A project like this wouldn't be possible without a team that is taking care of all the other details like music, dramaturgy, light, costumes, and so on. We are very thankful to be surrounded by all those people that are supporting us.
I think what is interesting about us working together is that the two things are molding each other and getting stronger by emphasizing different interests that we have.
Like, for example, I love to work on very small details, which sometimes take way too long. And on the other hand, I know Chiara is working so fast that in the 1 hour I'm working on 10 seconds, she will have another section ready.
And on the other side, I would say I'm more interested in, like, yes, sure, movement, but movement still connected to a certain idea, a certain intention, a certain emotion maybe, and how are those things coexisting together.
If you see how the other dancers are working with their emotion to get into the piece, for example, like to play as a child, like to be sad or like to be happy.
Urban dance in the theater environment is relatively new. Besides that, the form of hip-hop and the expression within that form reached amazing levels. I think it's still in this experimenting stage, and this is what Kellogg's and Chiara are doing, researching very nice in the process. Like, how can we use the form with not only use it just as a form, but put an intention on there and make it something that tells a story.
So during this production, the most special thing for me was like to go after the rehearsing, also with the choreographers for a drink, for a beer.
Getting together and like after the rehearsals.
We are almost living together, so with Alex and Chiara and the whole team, we started to do things together, to bake cakes, we go to the sauna, we have dinner together, we play cards. So it's more than only going to the studio and then seeing each other the next day again. So that's, I think, not necessarily normal for a project, you know, it could be also different.
It's like it's on the same range, so I really enjoy that.
And I see the other guys like in the next half a year, like it needs 5 minutes and you get into the connection again.
Central rules, and this is the reason why.
Yeah, I give a lot of value to what we achieved, besides what will be the final result. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Thank you for pushing.
Let's finish like this.